Oh, we understand that press conference just about to get underway, so let's take a listen in. We're waiting to hear some sound from the microphone. We're still trying to get that sorted out, but we could see the mayor is there, as well as some Spokane City Council members. I could see the Sheriff John Knowles there as well, and the police chief Kevin Hall there on the left-hand side in the black shirt. So several different city officials there at the moment, and county officials. Mayor Lisa Brown is at the podium. We're waiting to hear her microphone. It seems like they're trying to get that sorted out at the moment. So we'll kind of stick with this. And hopefully we'll be able to hear them here momentarily. So,
hello everybody, Mayor Lisa Brown here. Let me introduce who's with me today. We've got State Senator Marcus Riccelli, we've got our Sheriff John Knowles, Council President Betsy Wilkerson, we've got Council members Kitty Klitsky, Zach Zapone, we've got our Police Chief Kevin Hall, and Assistant Fire Chief Lance Daw. This has been an incredibly challenging day for our city, for the entire region. Of course, we're still not done with this tragedy. In many ways, we've still got a long ways to go, but we wanted to get together and tell you what we know at this time and what we can say at this time. I want to, first of all, acknowledge that many people are in a state of great uncertainty right now with regards to their families, their pets, their homes and property. And so I know everybody here joins me in saying how much our hearts go out to you. We care about you, and we encourage you all to take care of each other as much as you can during this time. I want to thank our first responders who are answering the call and are going to be working tirelessly in the foreseeable future. And I just want to underscore the cooperation that we've received, the first responders, local, regional, state, all cooperating and providing mutual aid, the assistance that we are receiving from the National Guard, the Department of Natural Resources, federal resources that are headed our way. All of this is really important because we have multiple fires in our region, and as you know, if you look outside the door, the wind has not died down yet. And it's very important for people to understand that we want you to stay alert, checking in with official channels, county emergency management, city resources, 911 resources, in order to listen to and respond to any evacuation orders that may come your way. If you are in an evacuation area, please evacuate. If you are near, please be alert. If you are not near an evacuation area, please minimize being out and in traffic, because we want first responders and people assisting vulnerable people to be able to get to them as quickly as possible. I've declared a state of emergency in the city of Spokane. That allows us, as it does at the county and state level, to bypass contracting procedures in order to get funds deployed where they need to go. And again, we have the state, regional, and local partners all responding to these incidents. We know that multiple structures in homes have been lost. We do not know the extent of that damage yet. For example, the VA hospital in Spokane has been successfully evacuated, and there are vulnerable people in other care facilities that are being evacuated as well. People who need to evacuate can go to the Spokane Convention Center. Parking is free. Pets are welcome. The evacuation center at Spokane Falls Community College is now closed. Right now, the winds are changing, and this will impact the trajectory of the fires. It may also bring a lot more smoke into the region, impacting visibility. So we want everyone to take care. Do not be on the roads. If you do not need to be on the roads, please avoid the streets. I want to hand this over first to Assistant Chief Lance Dahl.
Thanks, Madam. I just want to echo what the chief, what Madam Mayor stated. please go to the County Department of Emergency Management website and look at those evacuation orders for the fire. You can see most of the evacuation areas currently are north of Francis, to the west of Country Homes, out 9 miles, so about past Assembly Road, and to the north. And those evacuation orders, depending on the wind tonight and what happens, just be ready to go. Just look at the map there, and they'll have yellow zones and red zones and your green zones. And just be aware of what those boundaries are for each of those evacuation areas. The city of Spokane, we plussed up today with our county partners, had a strike team here early today at the Spokane Fire Department Training Center. Those were deployed immediately on the initial fire. We currently have about 20 rigs and crews out just in the city itself, out on the fire. I want to encourage our members in the community to please stay safe. If you're leaving your house and you're evacuating, please don't turn on your sprinklers and leave them running. We're already running into water issues in some of our water towers and our pumping capabilities because we're using so much. We have so many fire rigs in town needing water. It's putting a strain on the system. Please stay out of the evacuation areas themselves, and make sure that you're yielding to our emergency responders, police and fire, out there trying to get folks out of homes. That SPD and the sheriff's office did an awesome job today helping us get vulnerable populations out of their homes and out of the evacuation areas. It's probably the hardest day in my 31 years at Spokane Fire Department. Keep our firemen, our police officers, and everybody else in your prayers, and we'll fight hard all night tomorrow.
Chief Hall.
Just very briefly, I want to echo what the mayor and what Assistant Chief Dahl said. And I want to reiterate that be aware of where the fire is, and if you get your evacuation orders, go as fast as possible, as quickly as possible. But also, we will let you know when it's safe to come back. And we understand there's consternation about your property, about your pets, that you may need medication. But we cannot allow you back into the area when it's unsafe to do so. So we will be very vocal about when it's safe for you to come back into the area. We will secure a very large area tonight and into tomorrow as we watch and see what the fire does. And the only other thing I wanted to say is I want to thank both fire department, sheriff's department, all of our regional partners who came together today. The collaboration was seamless, as it should be. And I was very proud of everything I saw, including the hard work of our fire partners or deputies and my police officers, of whom I had nearly 100 out there today. And now I'm up staffing for overnight as the fire continues. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Council President.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Chief and Chief. Our hearts are heavy tonight with what's happening in our community with the fires and how our families have been impacted. Know the council's ready to stand to support anything that's needed to make sure that people are safe and property is safe. The mayor and I are working, trying to coordinate. When you're ready to donate, donations will be accepted. More information will be coming on that. And I want to thank all the volunteers who have showed up to help, because even though we have our first responders, they cannot do it alone. So stay vigilant. This is when we shine the best on challenging times like this. Spokane, we will get through this, and we're counting on you to help us get through it and be supportive. And I too thank all the mutual aid that's gone between all of our fire departments and police departments going forward. So please stay tuned, get the right information, and then watch out for your neighbors and be safe.
Sheriff Knowles.
Thank you, Mayor.
I think a lot has already been said that is critical information to have. One thing that I would add to all of this very sage advice is to manage expectations of the folks who have been evacuated. many times historically with these fires, the conditions subside, and our firefighters who have done an amazing job today, an absolute amazing job, they're able to get things put out and under control relatively quickly. The fire danger is not going to subside very quickly over the next 12 to 16 hours. So, be prepared, both emotionally and through having the right materials on you to maybe not return to your home for the next 24 to 36 hours. These fires are still very active, even as the sun's going down and even as the winds lighten up. They are still posing an extreme fire danger, and our firefighters are out actively fighting these fires still now. So just manage expectations. And again, it has been said, please obey all of the evacuation orders, obey what firefighters are telling you, obey what law enforcement's telling you. They really do need the ability to move in and out of these areas without interruption from citizens and things like that. So very, very good response by our citizens today to get out. And we just need to continue that kind of activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Senator Marcus Riccelli.
Thanks, Mayor. Appreciate all the work that has been going on today, and sharing some of the heartache that's going on as someone who was evacuated myself around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Got a bunch of my stuff in the car right now. Very grateful for all the first responders. Governor Ferguson called a meeting earlier today. Thank you, Mayor, for all that you're doing and all the resources that are coming. And the state is standing here to back you up full tilt. And we stand prepared to do what it takes. I know our lands commissioner is engaged as well. And just really want to send the message out to all those folks that are doing the work out there right now, that Spokane stands behind you, and just reiterate what's going to be said. Get good information, be prepared. Don't interfere with what's going on by making bad decisions and returning before you should, etc. We need the people to do what they really want to be out there doing and not be distracted from that. So with that, we stand with you, and we'll look to when volunteer efforts can come through, etc. Spokane has a real way of getting together, and we're ready to be engaged in that as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks. I was supposed to say, I've already heard from lots of elected officials and others from throughout the region. Mayor Terry Cooper, who had to go through a very similar situation recently, and others. And so this is a moment in time for the region to pull together. And we will be updating you regularly and giving the information as it's relayed to us from the incident command and from the first responders. So thank you very much for being here.
Question? Yeah, sorry, Alpha Rose, Spokane Review.
Yes.
Do you guys have any idea if there's been any injuries, deaths, or an update on how big this fire is right now? It seems like it's been so crazy that we're kind of lagging on updates, which is fine. I just want to, make sure we have the most up-to-date information on what's going on.
Well, there are multiple fires, so it gets a little confusing to discuss them all. I don't believe that incident command or first responders have relayed any information about injuries or numbers of properties at this point. Is that correct?
Correct.
Sorry, one more. So how much, personnel are we sending out? I know that during the Upriver fire, it seems like we had everyone on Earth out there, and now it feels a lot bigger than that. So I'm kind of curious if you guys have, how many people did you call in today? How many people responded? I mean, what does it look like?
I know on the sheriff's office side, we're above 60 personnel that are here and currently working. And obviously we have to cover the next 12 hours and we're making staffing decisions about that right now.
Do you want to add anything?
As I mentioned before, I have nearly 100 personnel here today. We'll go down a little bit on staffing tonight, but I'll still have close to 80 people.
Typically, we have 69 folks on duty in our staffed rigs on a daily basis, and we plus that up. We're well over 100. Like I said, we brought in 7 or 8 extra rigs, extra BCs, extra overhead today. We worked with our county partners on staffing up a strike team here at the training center well before the first fire started.
Speaking of that, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing. Were we prepared for this? I mean, we did everything we could is what it seemed like. And we still, I mean, there's really nothing you can do about the wind.
I will tell you, in a wind-driven event, there is not a fire department in the U.S. that can handle a wind-driven event this size. You just don't. There's not enough staffing. There's not enough people. And if you look across the western United States now, and you look across Washington State in itself, and how many acres are burning right now, the state resources are spread very, very thin.
I do want to emphasize that there's multiple other entities that have also been deployed. DNR, Air Resources, the National Guard, mutual aid is actually happening across state boundaries as well. So as time goes on, we'll be able to give you a more comprehensive list. But everybody who has contacted us has been about how they can offer resources. And we're going to need more of that in the coming days, because as we go from first responder response to recovery, there is going to be a lot to do and a lot of need for assistance at that point too. So I want everybody to realize that. Thank you.
Talking about the evacuation, I've lived here my whole life. I can't remember a time when this many people were evacuated all at the same time. Is this something that you can plan for? I don't know, Sheriff, Chief, is this something that you can plan for, a sort of a mass evacuation out of an area like this? And if so, is it too early to debrief on that?
Sorry.
I think it went immediately to level 3, and that meant that a very large area went immediately to that high level of lead now.
So just getting that many people out at once, did that, I know there was traffic, officers trying to direct people. Did everything go as planned, or in an event like this, is there?
Well, I think there's definitely plans. The after action review will review all the different pieces of it. But I think it's safe to say that we're not necessarily done yet. And so that's why people need to stay aware, because a shift could bring about a new area of evacuation. And so be ready. Is
there any talk about a curfew?
No, I don't think we're talking about anything like that. I think we're really just asking people to be alert and aware of where the fires are, understand that new ones could emerge, and that the official sources of information are the right way to keep track of what's happening. And as soon as possible, those alerts go out to make people aware of what to do. Keep themselves safe.
One more thing for Assistant Chief there. You were talking about water issues with people leaving their sprinklers on. Is that just centralized to the area where the fire, or is this a citywide thing that people need to?
It was centralized to the area for the most part where the fires were. It was happening there, but as the fire continues to move, right, those neighborhoods that feel threatened are gonna try to protect their stuff, and rightly so. But it does make it very hard as you're filling up 500, 750,000 gallon water trucks, tankers, engines, that when our city water supply, our city water towers are drawn down near the bottom, it just makes stuff harder for us, right?
So it's limit your water usage right now?
It can, or it might send us to another water tower or somewhere else where we need better pressure to fill our trucks. It just depends on what happens and what gets taken out of play.
So is that the message to citizens, is limit your water right now?
Don't be wasteful thinking that watering your lawn is going to be the way that's going to protect your house at this point, right? That should have been done. Those type of things should have been done a long time ago, right? If you've got detritus in your gutters and you've got pine needles and leaves on the roof of your house that haven't been taken care of in a wind-driven event with a lot of ember showers, that stuff should have been taken care of weeks ago, right?
Any other questions?
Pardon me again. Do you know how many people are at the convention center right now? Thousands, obviously, but like it has been evacuated, but just at the convention center.
We don't know.
Okay.
We assume people are showing up as we speak.
Yeah.
We're hearing rumblings that maybe someone's in custody. Do you guys know anything about that?
Nobody's in costume.
Not that I'm aware of. This started outside the city, so I can't comment on any fire investigation. Of course, it started in a different jurisdiction.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.